over the game and they close it out. So they have that opportunity. So Twisted Minds are not so far behind.
Twisted Minds playstyle does remind me of the slow and steady playstyle where they play as one and look for the big fights across the gorge. And OG is a different style whereby they like to skirmish you and beat you in terms of that physical, mechanical prowess.
Yes, we'll have to see which one of these power plays is actually going to make the difference here between OG and Twisted Minds. KMW fans obviously are going to be not in rejoice, but at least knowing that one of them will go through and represent the KMW.
Yeah, and that's the craziest part about this GSL format, right? The fact that they've played each other already, but they just have to be drawn in the same group, and then they have to play each other again for elimination. Yeah, that's gotta be crazy.
And elimination on the line that's being said right now. This is the final BO5 of the group stage with game 1. Left side, we have Twisted Minds, the second place coming in from the KMW. And the right side, OG Esports, the champions of the same KMW region. They go head to head and they will find out who takes game 1.
Who takes game 1 will be the deciding factor, right? Obviously, we've said people and teams that take that game number 1 generally have a better fit into this one. But speaking of foot in, Lapu is going to get his foot onto the gorge on the 21st of November. Make sure you participate in the event.
Yeah, I actually can't wait for that hero to come out. And once it does, it will be available in the knockouts as well. So the timing is going to be quite good in terms of being able to represent, especially because we're in the Philippines.
Yeah, and you are a support main, so you're gonna like him.
I will definitely have some fun with it for sure on this one. But now OG on the other end, if you're looking at how they want to play this one out, obviously it's about consistently just creating that farm. Dao, obviously win condition. On just needs a little bit of space and time as well.
Correct. I mean, I'm really looking towards City Boy and Shanks, right? Like City Boy for me, when he played the Hue 1 in the last series we saw him against Loops, his forefront attack was huge. And then again, Shanks always situated himself in the team fights where he wasn't getting caught out. So I'm looking more towards his bot side to see some more improvement against OG Esports.
Yeah, and definitely setting it up. And again, one other thing is his clean, right? If he's able to get those buffs, he's got them all already. But the efficiency of his farming, his rotation is definitely going to be eyed upon.
It is. I mean, but at the same time, you already see that Dao is like got the level XP advantage, right? So already Dao showing that prowess into the jungle over clean, but can he maintain it?
Yeah, can he? I mean, that's going to be the #1 question. And Twisted Minds need to figure something out. They know that OG are, this could potentially have happened, especially since, once that drop down happened after they lost to Nova Esports. But going into this one, it's like they have not figured out how to destroy OG and solve this puzzle.
Yeah, maybe need some chamomile just to unwind their Twisted Minds, right? But now, obviously, HIGHLIGTS trying to get their Frigid Prison onto Wen, but Wen's actually able to use that circuit print just to push away City Boy.
Yeah, and a little bit more, just more time, right? It's still very early. Let Dao kind of get his farm. He's going to be fast enough. He's going to be efficient as well. He's going to be on point in terms of the farming prowess that Clean brings as well.
Yeah, Clean. Obviously, nobody really getting caught out just yet, which is obviously probably a saving grace here for Twisted Minds, right? Like, they don't want to kind of put anybody down in the draws, especially when we're at about 1 minute away from that neutral objective at 4 minutes. But already using the push away there is going to be City Boy, not quite level 4 as I've just called it out. He now has the Unbridled Outburst.
I wish OG would be a little bit aggressive here.
Yeah.
I mean, understanding that Clean is so dependent on that blue buff, if you're able to just kind of contest, make him a little uncomfortable. Maybe you make him use the smite a little early at times.
Yeah, I think they need the priority first into either the top side of the map or even mid here, just so they can actually try and contest it. But you can kind of see already, HIGHLIGTS probably catching that one out. He's like, you know what? The blue buff is going to come up very, very soon, but I'm going to stick around. I'm going to make sure that he's not actually stalking this. But Warrior Prince, OJ Kutka, is currently 2-time Solo King champion held at Season 3 and KWC. Everyone used ranged heroes whilst he used Mulan to secure the first one in Season 3. Will we be able to see him pick his signature again for this match?
I mean, it's an absolute flex. I think that's why he's so comfortable as a Clash laner as well. I mean, he can take you on. It doesn't matter what hero you're going to be, and that kind of just shows how good of a solo laner he is, which is pretty much what you want in the Clash lane.
Yeah, he can be your hero, baby. He can take away all the pain. But he cannot stand by you forever because he is a Mulan and sometimes he will die. But we're getting to the 4-minute mark here, and it is the Tyrant being assessed here by the side of OG Esports, and thanks to Hardened Jade Steel, it goes down.
Yeah, very easy. And this is something that they can look to do time and time again, right? If they just kind of time that ult around the big neutrals, this is going to be a very tough ask for Twisted Minds to kind of figure that one out, especially come mid to late game when those big neutrals are going to be more key.
Yeah, them big neutral nats coming through for the side of OG Esports. It's definitely going to give them a little bit more of an edge here with the damage and the movement speed increase. I mean, as if DAO needs any more of that to get across the gorge.
Yeah, yeah, and letting him get going, I mean, that's something that you never really want to see if you're a Twisted Minds fan, right? DAO has been the crux, the bane, if you will, of that team, and it's just completely just put the team, like OG on, you know, in 100% because of the fact that he's able to just get online and destroy them.
I mean, OG on, speaking of nuisances, he's just lobbering those every third tokens, just chipping away at that T1 down to the bot side of the map, and nobody's rotating around here onto the side of Twisted Minds, but that Flaming Palms is definitely hitting him away out of that corner.
Yeah, and they're going to continue on. Wen was just patiently waiting. Doesn't really need to figure out anything because of the fact that the mid lane, if it's pushing, you got DAO. He'll happily take that farm, but the Overlord here at risk.
It is at risk. We have 90 clean as well, situated around this one, trying to get the catch onto KIC, but he's not be able to quite be successful with that one. Muchin actually looking pretty low here, but he obviously still has the unending sorrow.
Yeah, and DAO, I mean, he had just spotted it out, but Twisted Minds saw that, and they were like, okay, this is too risky. We can't really take it. The Jade Seal plus the Smite, just too many options at this point, and this is, again, why the Fae pick can be so powerful.
Yeah, a lot of options, but we are seeing on taking the Fae team down to the bot side of the map here. Oh, they are pulling in Shanks into the team fight. First blood comes onto the side of OG. They're looking for a little bit more. The stampede over the wall. City Boy finds himself out of position there and out of luck.
Yeah, I mean, the Silk Imprints just pulling him away, even when he wants to go on to his dragon, not able to get away. Just a great play by OG, and that's going to be first blood. Great.
Oh, nice here. KIC was actually giving the intel over to the side of OG Esports and claims that Azure goal, and we were talking about it moments ago, Hauler, and there it is. OG's like Coach Hauler. He's the one to listen to.
Yeah, I mean, taking everything, right? You want that blue buff taken away, and the way that they've done things, and this is why OG are such a formidable opponent, is that you can be fine in your own jungle, but then OG, once they get that pick, they turn it into way more, and then taking away that blue buff, that's going to be like, what, 2 minutes where clean is just like, just farming inefficiently.
Yeah, it's motion of the ocean, right? Like, if you've got that kind of like wave mindset going on to the side of OG Esports, and you're not letting anything like disrupt that, and you're doing everything to mitigate anything disrupting it onto the enemy team, like that Azure Golem going over to clean. And you can already see that the goal lead is slowly but surely making its way into the ball court of OG Esports.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to agree with you on the surely part, the slowly part, not as much, because it's the 7 minutes, and you have a 4K lead. OG right now rolling, becoming a huge nuisance, invading the enemy jungle as well. Twisted Minds, again, on the back foot.
Yeah, I mean, you are right. Okay, I'll take that back. I'll redact that one. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm too certain sometimes, but at the same time, there's a lot at stake here for these two boys teams.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, OG, look at them. They're so comfortable in the Twisted Minds jungle, taking the bottom T2 for free, and all Twisted Minds can do is watch. Again, another big neutral being taken away as well.
Yeah, that's a big display of dominance, right? You just like letting the enemy team just watch what's happening to their base as it slowly gets ripped apart here, but DAO trying to do a bit of damage onto 90. I don't think he was able to use that ult there, but at the same time, they're just placing Muchin into this team fight and then putting a Silk Imprint around him.
Yeah, and then taking the blue buff left, right, and center every single time. Clean. This is such a rough situation to be in. You're a level behind. Now the farm is definitely going to be back, and he can pretty much time the ult with every single blue buff, taking that away. So Twisted Minds, the ball is in your court. What are you going to do?
90. I think he's trying to do something. He's trying to cook here a little bit. He's trying to like wipe out the minion wave, but there it's going to be, oh, the execute doesn't come through. Not enough damage for DAO. The flash comes through, but Mooch is trying to get that unending sorrow. Oh, the Monfort tempo, and there it is. Claiming the second kill of the game is going to be DAO.
So 90 was trying to just kind of force the issue a bit. He was looking to cut the creeps. He went beyond the bottom T1. Very dangerous. You're behind enemy lines, and you're going to try to kind of just deal with the minions so that you have a little bit of space. I mean, he got caught out, but you got to try something at this stage.
Exactly. It's like you were saying moments ago, Hall. If you are watching your enemy team rip apart your base, you've got to try and do something, or else you are just going to get taken down in this game number one. And that's exactly what 90 was trying to do there. It's kind of maybe slowed down the push of the bot side of the map for now.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, like silver lining, I would think.
Yeah.
Like it's very small, if anything. But again, you're forcing rotations. You're forcing OG to react to what you're doing. You need to take some sort of towers because again, you get very little space to move around this map.
Yeah, I mean, space is definitely what OG's not giving the side of Twisted Minds, right? I mean, I feel like that's like 3 Crimson Golems in a row. And if we know anything about in a row, they like to fall off of a wall, and that may be the case here for the side of Twisted Minds. They are trying to get the catch onto the side of KIC, but it's going to be into the back line. The Truth Mantra putting the damage onto Shanks, but Shanks gets the reverse kill, but now Hardened Jade Steel, double kill for Dow.
Yeah, clean down, but he goes in. It looks like Shanks tried to go for the all-in play. He's going to trade his life away, but they did kill Dow. That will slow it down, but still OG in such a prime position. I mean, at this point, it's still in favor of OG.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely they're a 3-2 trade. Gold still going with the favor. They have the mini wave crashing through into the mid lane. They could either just peel this away and maybe start one of the neutral objectives, or just go for these minor camps.
Yeah, you'll have to just take whatever you can. OG still, even with the numbers, they're going to continue to just take everything from your jungle. Twisted Minds looking for scraps. This is a very feels bad man. Hailang, he had 4K. He's literally tied with CT Boy in terms of the net worth.
I mean, he has to be, right? I mean,
Yeah.
the Princess Frost, and when you've got such a heavy, intensive hero into your jungle like the Luna, you're going to give every little drop over to her. But to be said for Dow, I think I just saw he was like 1.7k ahead of Clean.
Yep, and Nighty there taking the bottom T1. That's great. You got to open up the map in some way. The top lane is pushing. So OG right now looking to take this Tyrant because it's a Shadow Tyrant.
Looking to open more of the map, but it's not going to be contested here by the side of Twisted Minds. The Hardened Jade Seal is going to be enough here to get that takedown, but they are going to get a little bit of a consolation prize, which is going to be that Crimson Golem for the first time in what seems in like forever, going up to the side of Twisted Minds.
Dow is one of the best junglers in the KIC, and you're seeing exactly why. His movement is exquisite. The fact that he was able to take the Tyrants, like this draft is just so smart. It just counters everything that Twisted Minds wants to do, and it takes all of the big neutrals away.
Takes everything away from them, and it also denies that team fight potential that we're really looking for here for the side of Twisted Minds. I mean, the Luna being taken off here for Clean so early within this best of 5, and 90 on the Byron as well. It's already starting to kind of like say, oh, look at your big picks. We're taking them away. We're making it more comfortable for us every game we go.
Yeah, and that's the craziest part, right? This is such an expensive draft by Twisted Minds, but OG are dismantling it to the T. Like, Twisted Minds is in a dire situation right
The
now.
Silk Imprint does land onto 90, but can they do enough damage? The sustain comes through, but it's going to be those back shots from the Flaming Palms into the back line onto Muchin, just driving them away.
Okay, interesting choice of words there. But still, OG, on the other hand, I think that they're going to look to retreat here, regroup, just push in with the wave more than anything else.
Hey, we love a good back shot here on broadcast desk. But anyway, when it gets into the back line, it does a lot of damage. Definitely, we do love that. It is a sincere threat to your back line. But now...
The back line, the flanks, yeah. Cool. We're good. This Overlord's going to be picked up.
I'm just putting pressure onto the back line, okay? Because that's what needs to be done.
I like the way you described it. It was very vivid, I would say.
Shakespearean, I know, I get it, I'm British. But no, into the front line is going to be an assault onto Twisted Minds, forcing them back into that crystal territory.
Yeah, and the Shadow Vanguard in the bottom lane. I mean, OG putting the pressure on all the lanes. This is such a tough ask for Twisted Minds to come back from because you're grouping up, you're looking for that point, but OG are the ones that are going to make the first move. They're the ones that are going to jump in, so Twisted Minds have to somehow repel this potential jump in.
It's going to have to be one heck of a counter first move for the side of Twisted Minds if they want to overcome this, right? Obviously got the bot side of the map being pushed down here with the Vanguards, and then Twisted Minds, OG, sorry, are just looking to just kind of, once again, just use arm to chip away at this T3, and Twisted Minds are just taking these slaps in the face and doing nothing with it.
Yeah, you don't need minions because you have the D-Wrench A. You're going to be able to chip that one out. It's just a matter of time now. It looks like they take the bottom and the mid.
Oh, Truth Mantra onto 3, but the Unbridled Outburst catches Kuka. Can it be devastated enough here? But no, Muchin comes in through with the heals, but Stampede over the wall gets High Lang as well. So 2 for 2-for-1. Maybe the turnaround here for Twisted Minds.
I mean, it looks like a 2-for-1 just for that, but they've took the mid and the bottom T3 already. OG are like, okay, that's fine. I mean, the pressure is going to be constant. I mean, we're not even at the 14-minute mark. This is going to be a tough ask for Twisted Minds to somehow continue defending while also understanding the OG could get the jump in. But checking out this replay of how they go in. The bottom T3 goes down, the mid one as well, and then KIC tries to make that play, sets it up with the truth. Yes, he gets thwarted. Yes, they go on and get a couple kills. They find KIC and on, which is great, but you didn't really get anything else out of this.
No, exactly. I mean, that's to a good point, right? The fact is they have the minion wave down to the bottom side of the map, obviously just being kind of curtailed down there to try and get as far as possible. But now maybe Twisted Minds, with that pressure down to the bot side, could try and clear this one out quickly, as you can see here. But now Dao is on the prowl, as well as Muchen, using that one full tempo just to try and get the CC into the back line. But there it is, just trying to deny any access. But the Art and Jade Steel, they do all the work. Dao just takes it away.
I mean, every single one. You know, it's like a fruitless attempt by Twisted Minds. It's not a smite battle. It's a Jade Seal. Like, he's gonna take everything, right? So, like, how do you really fight? You have to get a potential pickup. You have to knock Dao aside. I don't know if this is really possible at this stage.
No, you're looking at some kind of like hard CC to knock him off the wall, and then maybe try and get 90 onto the back of him here.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be that one final push.
Oh yes, I imagine so, but it's going to be the dive from Clean very defensively here. He tries to go in, maybe here. Dao stalking in the way line with the Stage of Sanctuary may be the key into this crystal, but for now, Twisted Minds makes a good defense.
Yeah, I mean, the wave clear is real, so that's something that they can kind of, you know, hold, at least for now. There's just not enough damage, but eventually this pressure will be a little overwhelming, and Twisted Minds will then struggle.
Yeah, just getting that long-range CC here. It's going to be Muchen, maybe be the driving force as well, but KIC is trying to basically make sure he gets a dunk on the City Boy. Repaying him back for that unbridled outburst takedown earlier on, but there is 90. He cannot handle the heat. But speaking of heat, the Flaming Palms into the back line there does get the Sage of Sanctuary burnt off onto Dao, but now it's going to be a double kill, and now they just need the minions, or maybe just use Deeren just the tokens. It could be enough, but KIC forcing Shanks into the base. I don't think this is going to last any longer. OG take game number 1.
Clinical game, like surgical. That was such a typical OG game and why this team is so strong. And Twisted Minds is a very good team in and of itself.
Yeah.
But they look pedestrian against this OG lineup.
OG is just too commanding in those gameplay itself, whereby from start to finish, at